We're just getting started. We lost a day.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
You got beans?
Yes, sir.
The more I fish in different places, the keys being really polar opposite to where we fish here in San Diego, how we fish and what we fish with, there's almost always a uniting factor. In this case, it's bait. You can't catch a fish without a worm, and without a good tank of worms, you're probably not gonna have a great day. But you get in here on a Saturday, dude, there will be 50, 60 boats lined up during tuna season waiting for bait, and these guys are just slinging it as fast as they can. But I mean, check these guys out, right?
God, what a gorgeous bait.
Just grab one.
And look how lively they are too.
These guys are here 24/7, 365. You can buy bait on Christmas morning.
Really?
It's awesome.
I'm from the Florida Keys. Bait is everything to us. To be able to pull up somewhere and somebody just scoop this beautiful bait in our boat would be amazing. How long will you hold it for?
Sometimes it cures up to 2 months, 3 months. There's about 204 of these that are full.
On a little boat, you just kind of match the pump size, but on this, we've got those big, 12 volt veinless pumps. I've got 2 of them in line, so they're both plumbed in. So if something goes bad, I flip a switch on the panel, turn a valve, open another one, and I got a backup pump. Off of that, we've got a T on a valve that goes to the bow and feeds the bow tank.
You're such a fishing nerd.
We don't mess around with bait.
You're
This
such a
is our
fishing
business,
nerd.
man. I'm telling you. And if you had this kind of bait, you'd be the same way, probably
I
worse.
would. I mean, we're anal enough about our bait.
Yeah.
It's always been our staple. Bait over here in Southern Cal is very different. These guys don't have any bait anxiety at all. They don't go to bed thinking about where they're going to get their bait the next morning. Bait anxiety is where you got a cold front coming the next day. You know the bait's going to scatter, and you got a guy who's really hyped up about his fishing trip. He's been texting you or emailing you, how's the bait? How's the bait? And you've been telling him it's been great for a while now. Certain times of year, you know you're going to need certain baits. Sailfish season, you know you're going to need big pilchard, herring, cigar minnow, something you can put in a kite. I'll go out and I'll pen bait, and I'll keep it for 3 weeks to a couple months sometimes. You're going to take as good a care of that bait as you can. I got to cure it. Once it's cured, then I got to start feeding it. So they're building all their slime and they're healthy as could be. Even if bait gets tough, you're going to be able to go to that pen, take what you're going to need for the day, and make it happen.
Wing a few. It's not bad, man.
Not bad for the rook. I can get into this California fishing.
It's an acquired skill over many, many years. Like, you don't just start doing it. If you can get it that far off the boat pretty reliably, we'll get you some fish.
This one's deep. I hope we have enough water under us I can get this one out. Definitely different than what I'm used to. Look behind us, Ali. They might start to go off right there.
When they're low like that to the water, usually means they're gonna go raft up. If they're on fish, they'll be up higher. To me, fishing means a lot of things. I think as I was younger, it was about catching fish. A real turning point for me was being 4 years old, catching that first trout at a trout farm. I remember like it was yesterday, it felt like the rod was electrocuting me because it was shaking so much, and I dropped it and cried. I've gotten a little bit better. I don't cry that much when I fish anymore, but I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen.
I feel like my lure wants to come out of the water when I'm reeling it
So
in.
let it sink just a little bit when
Okay.
you first toss it. These baits are swimmers, man. We're right in the middle of them. I keep seeing them splash off the side of the boat. They might be on real small bait, and so they'll eat all that stuff, and then all of a sudden they'll want a hook bait or an iron.
Sometimes it's hard to get them to switch off. We get that a lot. Dolphin will be on flying fish,
Yep.
and you're trying to get them to eat a ballyhoo.
Now see, look down swell. You want to catch your first yellowtail?
Not after you touch the rod.
Not there. It didn't sound like a yellow. It sounded like something small.
Yeah, that's what I say too when I miss a fish.
No, it was a yellowtail. Just check this out. See his eyeball?
Yeah.
His head got crushed, and that's what yellowtail do. They come up and they crunch their head, and there's no teeth marks. I didn't get a lot of saltwater opportunities until I was about 18. When growing up, we didn't have a bunch of money. But my grandfather, William G. McGinty, he was a bomber pilot and just a badass. He'd always told me stories, and he had some cool old pictures of some of these fish that he caught in saltwater. Kind of set the stage for a lifestyle that I knew that I loved. And fortunately, you know, many years later, had the opportunity with BD to kind of grow our own product and website. And it's been a huge hit, one of the best decisions we ever made. And it's allowed us to really carve out a job in this industry that we love so much. We're coming back up, it looks like, over there. When you do get bit on that rush, wind through it until it's taking drag. Oh, I just had a short bite.
Right here.
Oh, you had like 5 chasers. Yeah!
There you go.
Someone had to do it.
Here, you want me to grab them? Bring them back here. Okay,
Well,
it's a start.
We're on the board.
We are on the board.
How many have we seen today and finally get one? That was 1,000 fish that I threw at.
They're everywhere.
We
They're finicky, finicky, finicky.
VDOutdoors.com is your one-stop source for all things fishing, boating, and outdoors. Stay dialed in with current fishing reports, breaking news, and our extensive library of how-to tips. You'll learn about rigging, fish cleaning, boat maintenance. We have recipes for seafood and game, cutting-edge videos, and gear giveaway contests. It's all free at VDOutdoors.com.
It's been said that a bad day of fishing is better than a good day at the office. But down here in the Florida Keys, we have to disagree. Because with over 200 of the world's best charter boat captains and guides, there's no such thing as a bad day of fishing. The Florida Keys and Key West.
Local knowledge is brought to you by Mustad Hooks, defining fishing hooks since 1877, and by AFTCO, the American Fishing Tackle Company.
Over the past few years, I've been spending a lot of time in Florida for work. And when I'm in Florida, I always try to carve out a little bit of time to get down to Key West, visit Rush.
Drop one, come here, drop one of these live baits down. See what might be lingering. I get more pleasure out of watching you catch fish. When I come out to California, you can let me catch all the 300-pound tunas.
That's what I tell people when I can't catch fish too. And I really like the fishery. One thing they have there that we don't have is just diversity.
You gonna hit that fish, or you just gonna let him eat the bait to his butt?
Let him pile up. Nobody likes to show off. When we're fishing, it's not any different than hanging around a bar, drinking beers. We're goofing on each other. We're making horrible, inappropriate jokes. Just having a good time. You gonna hit that fish? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, there's 2 different standpoints really between me and Rush. For Rush, the ocean is kind of his office. You know, he makes a living on the ocean feeds him, feeds his family. Crazy, man, just like flipping a light switch with that chum.
Somebody is coming to see you, my friend. Now, what would you like to catch first?
Weird, you gotta be the first cocky charter guy I've ever met.
Oh, look at that, looky there. It's almost like Christmas trees.
He does get to see what happens on the ocean for 4 or 5 days in a row. He gets to see the trending of the fish. He gets to see the intricacies. He's a lot more intimate with it, I guess is the best way to say it. And it's something I've always been envious of. Bigger, smaller, matter?
Doesn't matter. You could hook them like through the belly, through the chin, through the nostrils.
So you guys do across the nose? This just looks like our sardine,
You
but
can do
fatter.
across the nose.
It's not something you can buy. You're either fishy or you're not. You gotta love this game, you gotta love the ocean, and Rush is definitely a fishy dude.
Here, I caught all this beautiful fresh bait for you, and I'm gonna come over there. And what are you gonna do? Slide a guy a crisp 20, and we're underway.
Hey, you coming as a special occasion. I'll buy 40 bucks worth.
So you're just gonna hit the bottom there, buddy, and
Yep.
just reel up maybe, just so you can feel the weight, you know what I mean? Just so it straightens out that leader.
Gotcha, same deal we do, so you don't snag. Crank or 2.
Just check that drag a little bit, just make sure it's not on exterminator or anything.
There he is. It just took a minute that time. Captain Rush, my minnow got eaten.
You got one.
I might.
So I try and teach you, a little patience is all you need.
That's not really my department. I'm over here in instant gratification.
There's a nice grouper, see? Hey, I'm gonna let you grab this one too. You broke your personal best again.
I don't think you're gonna let me forget that. Sorry, I entertained myself. Hey, get that bait back, I could use it. Oh, that's funny.
You would definitely catch a lot more if you were faster.
That's for sure.
Oh, that looks painful.
He's crushing my finger. You know when they close their mouth?
I'm sorry to laugh, but I'm loving every minute of this.
Totally fine with it. I can't wait to bring you out our way and punish you.
As a young kid growing up in the Keys, late 70s, early 80s, so there's this group of guys at a Stock Island in Key West running light tackle boats. Jose Wahebe, Ralph Delph, RT Trossett, just catching all these cool fish on small boats. Watching them and seeing them, I knew that was what I wanted to do. That was the style of fishing I wanted to do. What we might try is drifting a couple baits back here, catch a little snapper or something. Ooh, cobia. Right here, buddy. Take one of these guys and hook them right on. Coming right back this way, looking at this bait I just threw in. He's gonna eat right here. Boom. That's kind of a light leader there, but.
Yeah!
Oh, another one too.
Dude, he was on that thing like me on a taco. Do you remember me asking you to catch cobia, Rush?
Well, buddy, you said this was on your bucket list, right?
Yeah, it's on the list.
Ready to double up?
Let's do it. Hey, there's a bigger one. That's a little one. Oh, well, somebody had to take care of the rats.
I think mine's bigger than yours.
Come on, man. That's not possible. Especially not when I tell the story.
Look at this. There's like catfish swarming around the boat.
Single trouble.
Pretty little fish.
Oh, geez, stick a gaff in that thing. He's about to go.
Is he?
Yeah,
The hook
literally,
barely
he's
in
gonna
him?
come off right now. Thanks, buddy. Dude, that has been on my list for so freaking long.
It's nice to knock a bucket list fish off, isn't
Always
it?
is. Is that not the most prehistoric fish?
Introducing a revolutionary concept in outboards. A choice. Now with the Evinrude E-Tech G2, you can choose unrivaled performance, superior fuel economy, and the cleanest combustion outboard on the planet. Choose from hundreds of color combinations to perfectly match your boat. And choose 5 years or 500 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Experience the power of choice at ChooseYourEtech.com.
They're getting them on bait.
That's what you said. The sporties are starting to get them on bait, so they may be turning on. Man, they do not want this iron. I can see them going off the bow. I find this fishing stuff, relaxing, rewarding, really satisfying.
I promise you, if you threw these pristine baits in front of a fish in Key West, you wouldn't have the same.
I know.
I'm gonna drop down to 30-pound fluorocarbon. I'm gonna show you a little Key West trick.
Go to like 20 and a little hook, it can't hurt.
On that spinner.
You try that, yeah, and then if that doesn't do it, we'll get to put on like a little crocodile. Sometimes
Okay, I'm gonna ask
they'll
you
eat
again,
that.
what's a crocodile?
Oh, you don't want a little spoon?
Oh, spoon.
With a K, crocodile?
Very rarely when they won't eat the live bait do we say we're gonna throw a crocodile at them.
All right. Well, one of the things that really picks our interest is how different things are from Florida to California. It's kind of nice to get Rush out here and show him how we do things. I think he knew what to expect on a level, but when it actually goes to practice, it was, I think it was tougher than he thought.
But how do you get the distance if you're burying your thumb?
It's just like a golf swing. The harder you try, the worse it ends up. Those guys are always throwing spinning reels. We throw conventional reels with, long rods, 9-10 foot rods, and it's a skill thing. There, that's coming together right there.
Just inside that iron, above the fleet here. There's some good schools in here. I'm on number 2.
10,000 fish. Get up there.
I'm bent.
Hit. Yeah! Nice work, brother.
Good old Key West style. Small hook, light leader, and a spinning rod. How you doing up there, buddy?
Oh, you're starting that already. Wow.
I'm just checking on you. I just want to make sure you didn't fall over.
Wow. Somebody takes you to an epic demon of the deep. You just go right to talking crap, huh? Man.
It's the only thing I know.
Do they have gratitude in Florida? How does that work?
In the head. I like mine right. Oh, that was embarrassing. Oh, that was even more embarrassing. Oh, bullseye.
He wasn't getting away that time.
Bullseye. Oh, God, this is going to be fun. We call that engine room. We want to make sure that one didn't get away.
We can't get one to eat a bait, and then look at this guy. You got
He ate it.
With a circle hook.
No, I put a J hook on.
Oh, did you?
We had to go. We had to take some extreme measures.
Well, a little example of kind of our bread and butter game fish here.
So this is what all these charter boats are out here chasing right now.
100%, man. This is what starts the season. Yellowtail right in this area right here. That's when we start fishing. They're a scrappy little fighter for a 7-8 pound fish, huh?
Do me a favor, pull a gill on that.
Let's get you a big one. What?
There's a huge ocean out there with a lot of different techniques and a lot of different fishing. The minute you stop learning, the minute you lose that passion for this game, well, what's the point?
You know what my favorite part about tonight's gonna be? They really don't get leader shy.
I fished a lot more places than Rush has, but Rush does it every day. I think when we start looking at guys who fish a lot out this way, maybe I actually do fit that bill. And when you talk about guys who fish a lot out, you know, on the East Coast in Florida, Rush is kind of that guy. I just want to trade it in for a better one.
It's gonna take a collection of both of our experiences. There's another back glass, don't worry about it, I'll be fine.
Sometimes it's going to be challenging, and sometimes it's going to come easy. No matter what part of the country, what part of the world we're in, whatever fishery we're in, we're going to make it happen.